This twist on a classic cottage pie is the perfect dish for a day like today. It's safe to say, yes, I was rather saturated. The ingredients we're going to be using today are mainly things I just had left in the cupboard. So we've got some smoked bacon, we've got the venison, which I went out to the butcher's specifically for, which I slightly regretted because I'm still thawing through. Some leftover onions and garlic, and a few potatoes that are going to be our topping, obviously, which we're also going to coat in some cheese so you can get that beautiful golden, crispy, cheesy goodness. We've also got some leftover fennel bulb, a carrot, and some really nice chestnut mushrooms. That's pretty much it. That's all we need. So let's get straight to the cooking. The first thing we need to do is to start browning off our venison, along with the bacon as well. While the venison is browning off, we're going to start by just preparing all the other ingredients that are going to go into the cottage pie mix. So I've got some onions, I'm just going to quickly dice up. After the onions, we have the garlic as well. Next up is the carrot, which we're also going to dice. With the mushrooms, we're going to keep them nice and chunky just to give a bit more texture. Now the bacon and venison are beautifully browned off. We can remove this from the pan and now start to cook all the other ingredients. So let's not hang about with the butter. Come on. In with all the carrots, garlic and onions. Within this pan is layers of flavour building and intensifying. The way that looks now is absolutely spot on. We'll now add a good glug of red wine. Oh, that is literally magical. And we're just going to leave this to reduce just for a couple of minutes. The aromas from that are incredible. And what we're going to do now, the wine has reduced, we're going to add a beef stock. In goes the beef stock. And now we are going to add our venison and smoked bacon back into the pan. With this now, we are going to leave it for a good 3 or 4 hours. So all the meat, all the venison starts to break down and becomes really, really tender. Now is the time to start sauteing off our mushrooms. So mushrooms are sauteed. We're going to now add them into the main cottage pie mix. Well, look at us progressing. Barely a sweat broken and some wine consumed. Now, on to the next stage. We are just going to create a really simple mashed potato, and I'm going to put a slight twist on it by just adding a little bit of whole grain mustard. That's literally it, super simple, but it's going to make such a big difference. We're going to cook this through, and like a Radio 1 DJ, we're then going to mash it up. Potato is now cooked, so all we're going to do is combine our mustard, some milk and some butter into the pan to create our mashed potato, or again, pom puree if you want to be posh. So probably a teaspoon, add a little bit more of the whole grain mustard. Again, I don't hold back on butter. Big chunk of butter in there, and then a little dash of milk, like so. And then all you have to do is just combine everything together. It's clear to see everything has gone pleasantly well. So all we're going to do now is start to construct our cottage pie. So first we shall add our mix with the venison, smoked bacon, all that sort of good stuff. Well, it's all getting a little bit exciting. So we're now going to add our whole grain mustard mash to the top. The reason I'm using a fork now is once this goes into the oven, all these little bits are going to become really beautiful and crispy. In it goes, and we are just going to leave that in there at 180 degrees until the top goes all nice and golden. Probably about 40 minutes now, so we're going to take it out the oven, and oh yes, that is looking, oh that's looking good. Oh. Now it's time to dish up and to see what this beautiful piece of deliciousness tastes like. You can feel how crispy and fluffy the potatoes are. Oh, look at that. So normally, from chefing, and potentially if you're just really passionate about cooking, you can become so unbelievably self-critical. But occasionally you get those dishes where you think to yourself, I've absolutely nailed that. And without shadow of a doubt, this is one of those dishes. You need to give this a go. This has so much depth, and the smokiness really comes across in the flavour from the bacon. Also the mustard, the whole grain mustard kind of going through the potato. The acidity from that kind of breaks everything down. Honestly, this is incredible. I'm so happy about this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did and you want a bit more inspiration of other dishes to try, feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. That would be amazing. If you love cooking and you want to treat yourself to potentially something very special, head over to www.perusa.com because we have some pretty nice stuff on there. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to absolutely smash this and indulge in this. Catch you soon.